saying before, um, yeah, teams are investing in you like the stock market. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna they're gonna find or they're gonna dig up any little thing about you. And if this comes up where yeah, Bronny's a straight A student or he's pretty good academically, you know what I'm saying? He's not a trouble kid, but then again, you look at his health history. Oh yeah, he suffered a cardiac arrest back in college. There's a lot of concern. You know, people are very like teams are gonna be very or owners are gonna be very typical. Not typical, but they're gonna be very cautious of picking you. Like, okay, how many times he had it? Just once. Okay, and they might just say, "Oh, okay, never mind, thank you." And you may not even hear his name called because of that. You know, look at Michael Porter Jr. Same situation, no, different situation. Michael Porter Jr. had injuries, had injury issues. Like he couldn't stay healthy. Versus, being, versus, having a cardiac arrest. You know what I'm saying? Like that's different from, blown out your knee or having knee problems. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they both very serious, but I think having a cardiac arrest, I think I think that's even more scarier because my grandpa, he had two. He suffered two cardiac arrests. So that can come back and haunt you. That can come back like you could be practicing or playing and then you just, collapse. Just like how that Buffalo player, fell down on the field, and then obviously Skip Bayless said something crazy banana and then got the whole world buzzing, and then after that I think, Shannon Sharp had it. I don't know what Skip said, but it pissed a lot of people off. And Shannon had it, and he took it to the show and said that I hope you have. He said I hope you find it in your harp, Skip, to take it down scale. And then Skip Bayless being an asshole that he is, saying that no, I won't take it down. He said okay, that's fine. So I think that's why he left the show. I really do. They bicker back and forth, debate wise. That's what sports is all about. You might disagree. I might agree. We both might disagree. We both might agree. I don't think any of the takes they had when they did Undisputed resulted in him leaving. I think that's what when Skip crossed the line, I think that's what he wrote. When he wrote that, I think he crossed the line. And I think that obviously pissed or set Shannon off. So like, how can you say that to a man that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that's why, I'm going to do another video on why nobody wants to work with Skip. She said that he said not really said that, but he be saying a lot of offensive things. Like I remember that one time he called Jenny Taff, coaching assistant, or the person that was coaching her, fat, not a shape. And Jenny just struck back at him saying, "No, he's not out of shape. You're wrong. This and that." You know what I'm saying? Like Skip Bayless is not what you call um, socialize. He's more of a loner than he is a socialist. You know, like he doesn't get around. He doesn't get along with other people. You know, he doesn't like any little thing he says is like offensive. You know, I mean he was never that way against, or he was never that way with Stephen A. Smith. But there was times where he just said, you know, stupid things, but he never took it this far. You know what I'm saying? And then now you got, it's just crazy. But anyways, but yeah, I think that will hurt. I think that will hurt Bronny's draft stock a little bit. Knowing that he had cardiac arrest, that's probably going to lower his draft stock a little bit. Now, will he get drafted after this? I don't know. Will his name get called? I don't know. Will teams take a risk and a chance at him? I don't know. Like I said before, my grandpa suffered two cardiac arrests. Okay, so again, it could come back. It's not a medicine or a pill that you could take and you know it'll go away. It will come back when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you know, listen, if basketball and because that's his dream to be a basketball player, playing alongside of his dad. But like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. He could do things outside of basketball. Um, but I hope this is a one-time thing because again, cardiac arrest, it could come back. It could come back. That's the scariest thing about it. It could come back. And I think teams are going to be a little bit skeptical of taking him. Whether he goes undrafted, whether he does get drafted, it's a big risk and a big problem because you're investing in somebody that's going to change your franchise forever. And if he has one slip up or one thing like this, it could derail his season or it could derail his career. You know, like our team's going willing to take that risk. You know, so it is what it is. You know, um, so let's say hypothetically Portland gets the number one pick in the draft. The last time they had the number one pick in the draft, they picked, you guessed it, Greg Odom, right? People want to call him the biggest bust, or I don't even think a bust. Like, what is the bus? I know what a bus is, but I mean, I think that name is getting thrown around too loosely. Because what I think of a bus is a person who plays below his level, or a person that doesn't succeed higher levels. You know, that's what I think what a bus is. But he made it. He made it to the NBA. So how can it be a bus if he made it to the NBA? I just don't get it. So you're supposed to not make it. So the ones who didn't make it, they're the ones that are, you know what I'm saying? Like they're the ones who are a bus. But the ones who did make it and perform under their standard, they can't they can't really be considered buses because they made it. That was the goal, to make it to the NBA. Whether you're a bench warmer, whether you're coming off the bench, whether you're a starter, you still made it. You're getting paid millions of dollars. Now, for the ones who didn't make it, you know, you can always get back. I mean, you can always get picked up. It's not like, if you don't get drafted, oh, it's back to square one again. You could go into the supplemental draft, which is obviously for the NFL, but the NBA has one too. You could go to the G League. You could go to overseas. Like there's different options if you don't get picked up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I don't know. I mean, will Bronny play overseas? I don't know. You know, I mean, look, you look how you look how the NBA treated Stephon Marbury, but then again, Stephon Marbury never had any, you know, condition, personal condition, or he never had any health condition. Um, he was just a he was just a how would I say it? He wasn't a team player. You know, it was all about himself. But let me know what you think. Will Bronny ever play basketball again, or if he does, or if he does play basketball, it would not be in the NBA. It sucks, but that's just how it is. You know, I mean, the NFL is even a prime example. You know, I mean, if you have any medical condition, because they do their homework, you know, they make sure, you know, they like hire, you know, agents and stuff to follow you everywhere you go, with your likes, with your dislikes, this and that and the third. Like they know everything about you. Your history, if you have any criminal histories, you know, any health conditions that we have to, like they know everything. So you can't really hide anything about them. I don't know how the NBA works, but the NFL, they're more strict. So will any 32 teams, well not 32, but will any 30 teams pick Bronny when he's eligible for the NBA draft? Or will he just, I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. Now teams have a decision to make. I believe Bronny will go undrafted. I don't think anybody's gonna pick him. I really don't. Because it's a serious condition. You know, it's a serious condition. So let me know, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.